Hello, and welcome back. It's been a little bit since I last did Star Rail. We are here because there's 3 side quests. I assume they're like major side quests that I still need to do. But basically, there's this one that's like right here, which is called I Once Was in Arcadia. And then I have one from Aglaia, which will be the second one that we do, and then one from Tribby, I believe. Yeah. So I have these extra ones as well. And so I need to do those at some point. But this one we're doing first because I go to my bookshelf. I am missing 2 readables. Let me see. Which I guess is from Golden Scapegoat. And then this Dromus one. And I'm pretty sure this Dromus one is from this person who's involved in this quest. So that's why we are here. So, let's... The Titankin of Nikador? What are they doing here? That's true. What are they doing here? Yasin. Paris. Paris? I don't know any Paris. Don't hurt me or Heracles. Oh. The Dromus is Heracles? Okay. Not what I was expecting, but sure. Stay back, foul remnant of the Mad King. You're not permitted any further. Kill. You'll kill nobody. Who are you? This place is dangerous. Get out of here at once. Wait, I think he was the hero that hunted down the Mad King with the Chrysos heirs. What? Perfect. Please, come and help us. Oh, no one's so mean. Sure, you can count on me. Oh. I see. Well, you can still count on me. It's only these 3. This feels so bad. But you know what? It's fine. Go, General. You did it, Lightning Lord. Yes. Titan curses on you. Have some class and be a civilized Titankin. Faced with an unstoppable power, the injured Titankin turns and flees, slipping into the Evernight Vale outside the city. Its staggering and broken form is so pathetic that you lose all urge to chase it down for a victorious counterattack. So you simply watch as her shadow disappears into the border where the light vanishes altogether. The fact that the Lance of Fury underlings would be so cowardly as to flee in defeat. Pathetic. Thank you for saving us, hero. We would not have made it out of here alive without you. Really? It was only 3 of them. Ever since the fall of the Savage God, this Titankin has been roaming the surrounding area, hacking guards and passing trade caravans. This time, it was Yesin, leader of the Argo caravan, who fell victim. That's right. Fortunately, you and Captain Camilla took action in time. If I were sent to meet Thanatos, no one would be left to support the city's merchants or dromuses. It's okay, Heracles. Though I've been spared my life, she did get away with my little treasure. I knew this mission wouldn't just end like that. This is no mere ordinary object. It's a divine object of Menestia. It is the golden thread of rebirth that she weaved herself. Okay. You must have heard this story. During the Era Creatura, okay. Menestia wove together the love of the world in their own cocoon to create silk as a gift for Circes. Lady Aglaia sent me on an assignment to retrieve the miracles of the Titans. I worked myself to the bone to purchase this object from a group of nomadic thieves. Now it's been snatched from my hands by the enemy right before I arrived back at the city. Such a shame. Yesin drops his head with a sigh, his face painted with regret. It seems he is stuck between the sadness of having lost the precious item and the guilt of disappointing Aglaia. However, you sense his gaze darting between the ground's surface and your body. You could just ask me for help. That's wonderful. Thank you, Hero. Thank you, Hero. So, while I was traveling and selling my wares, I heard word from the refugees that the Titankin were gathering in Castrum Kremnos under the Black Tide. Only a hero such as yourself knows where they are. Okay. Hero, as the Black Tide outside the city is perilous, we mere citizens can offer you no assistance. All we can do is ask you to take great caution. A treasure hunt! Partner, let's go on a treasure hunt! A treasure hunt? Okay. What kind of treasure hunt are we gonna find in Castrum Kremnos? I can smell a sweet fragrance. Oh, this is the fragrance of an unknown memory. It's coming from over there. I see. What about this memory? No one I know. So we're going over here. Hello. After their ferocious battle with you, the Titankin from before seem to have lost their previous murderous intent. It's at this moment that you realize just how ancient its stone-cast body is. It's just as old and derelict as the walls of Castrum Kremnos under the curtain of night. Paris. Who is this Paris? The golden thread. Paris's. It was stolen. Huh? Are you saying this belongs to you? It's Paris. Looks like she won't hand over the treasure unless I find this Paris person. Where could he be? He went to Arcadia. Alright, off we go to Arcadia to find... Wait, where is Arcadia? It's not on the map. Eris. The Titankin's voice is growing ever weaker. It seems she no longer has the mental capacity to answer your questions, only to silently repeat that stranger's name to herself. Well, now we're stuck. We don't know this person or this place. We'll go back to the past. Go back to her past to find clues? That's a great idea. But the statue lady's memory is too blurry. We need to find other fragments of it if we want to see into her past. Partner, let's go to Memorial Market and collect some memories related to Paris and Arcadia. Memorial Market? I mean... okay. I don't see how we would know it's here. Store owners here meet all kinds of people every day. They'll be the most knowledgeable about the area. We should ask some of them. Okay. Hello. Hello, young lady. Are you here to buy fruits? These are all in fresh from the garden, and they're fresh as can be. Why did she call me a young lady? Unless she's talking to Mem. I want to ask you some questions. Questions? No one has come to me seeking enlightenment since I left the Garden of Wisdom. Please, ask away. Do you know Paris? Paris? I've never heard that name before. I'm certain that he doesn't live in Akama. People from all over this holy city have frequented my store, and I remember the name of every customer. Have you heard of Arcadia? Arcadia? Is that a fruit? Sorry, young one, I don't sell Arcadia here. But if you can find some seeds, then I can ask my friend in the Garden of Wisdom to plant some. Then you can come and buy some next year. Looks like she didn't have anything useful to offer. Let's go and ask another store owner. Okay. Oh, this one? Okay. Praise Xerxes. May you assist the people of this holy city in understanding the charm of my works. Ah, a customer. I was just praying to Xerxes to gift intelligence to my fellow citizens. Is there a book you're after? I want to ask you some questions. Of course. Imparting knowledge is the very mission entrusted to my family by Xerxes. I'll share any knowledge I have. Do you know Paris? Paris. Paris. I've never heard that name. Wait. Oh, Stephano? Rummages for some time among slates and scrolls. It seems the most inconvenient thing about working with slates and scrolls is there's no front cover to help identify them quickly. Ew. I checked poems, mythology, plays, and adventures, but no mention of this person. Looks like I won't be able to help you. Okay, what about Arcadia? Arcadia? You're a customer. I see you must be a most experienced reader. Arcadia is a common setting people love to use in ancient adventure stories. It's the Golden Land under the protection of Menestia. The paradise for poets, artists, and those in search of romance. The main characters in these stories would meet their true love here and receive Menestia's blessing. This is all recorded in the classic work Secret of the Golden Carpet. Speaking of the Secret of the Golden Carpet, that story of a prince eloping with the princess of an enemy state is truly a masterpiece. Stephana begins to endlessly talk about the story to you. If you don't get back to the matter at hand, she may end up recounting the entire epic. How do we get to Arcadia? As for its location, every story says something different. Some say that it's at the center of Amphoreus. Some say it's in the ocean depths of Pagosa. Some even say that it's on the back of a flock of butterflies floating high in the skies. As for which is true, I have no idea. They're all stories, after all. I didn't realize Arcadia was such an amazing place. Although, descriptions and stories probably still aren't enough. We still know nothing about Paris. Oh, and we still know nothing. Let's go and find someone else to ask. Okay. Well, back this way. To the seamstress. Oh, Aglaia, hello. I know that those who revere Monestia are fond of the so-called golden thread dress, but weaving clothing out of the malleable gold not only makes it very expensive, it also makes it very hard for the wearers to move in. Would it not be better to use dyed silk or cotton? But everyone says that Monestia's silk is made of gold. Using dyed silk would just be a forgery, wouldn't it? Compared to the creations of the Titans, dyed threads and metal threads are all merely works that imitate the work of the gods. Do you not think that obsessing over the quality of an imitation and ruining the cloth's intended beauty is a sign of disrespect to romance itself? I see. Thank you for your guidance, knowledgeable Aglaia. Ah, a customer. Hello, dear customer. Are you here for an item of clothing to suit your physique? Or could it be an answer to a question that you seek? That's supposed to rhyme. Whoa, it saw right through me. I know you're a lady of great learning, Aglaia. I'm certain you know about what we seek. How about Paris? Paris. There is indeed no citizen of Akama by this name. I imagine they're a member of the garrison. Do you know where they are right now, Miss Aglaia? Well, it's been decades since I last heard that name. I was away from the Holy City for a time, and upon my return to Akama, they were no longer here. Decades? Is he still alive? I cannot say for certain. The duration of a life is hard to predict in this world. Perhaps there exists some method to escape Thanatos' touch, or perhaps there's a land that death itself cannot reach. Oh, okay. And have you heard of Arcadia? Arcadia? Now that is a name that stirs memories. A long time ago, this name spread through the streets and alleys of Akama. People said that it was an ideal city that was protected by the chrysalis of gold. In the era of strife, people flocked to it. Then, do you know how to find this place, Aglaia? My apologies, I do not. Much like clothing, legends are often things that come and go with the times. Arcadia is already a story of the past. Many disciples of Monestia don't even know this name. It could be the case, according to one story, that in this war-torn world savaged by the black tide, a flock of butterflies carried that city to a place that no one could see. Lady Aglaia! Lady Aglaia! What's wrong, soldier? Essen has returned with supplies but refuses to enter the city. He says that he's waiting for someone. There's a chance that he failed in the task that you gave to him. Could I trouble you to come and see him yourself? Dear customer, it seems that we must leave our conversation here for now. I hope that you find the answers you seek soon. I bid you farewell. Uh-oh. These descriptions, along with the statue lady's memories, should be enough for us to return to the past. Let's go and find the statue lady. Okay. I don't think she's doing too well. Arcadia. In the time that you were gone, it seems that the Titankin has become even more desperate than before. You can sense from her voice that her vitality is slowly fading. Can we save her? I don't know how to repair Titankin. We can't go anywhere else in this state either. All we can do for now is try to understand what she wants and help her meet the person she longs for. Let's go, partner. Let's find out just where this Paris guy and this Arcadia place are. Waves their hand and opens a door to the past. Opening memory. Alright, where are we? A former Castrum Kremnos after a defeat in battle. This is the river mouth irrigated by strife. It is not raindrops that flow from this river, but the blood of enemies that dampens the field of unceasing wars. I was born in the city of Nikador, a castle that floats below the Evernight Vale. The people here know nothing of mountains or oceans. Their mountains are piles of burning ash that litter the battlefield. Their oceans are a sea of blood that flows from their enemies. That's right. That is exactly the kind of place that Castrum Kremnos is. My father, if you can call a creator father, was Nikador himself, bringer of strife. My siblings used to tell me of a prophecy that Nikador had told their ancestors. Valorous death before glorious return. Only offering your life to the battlefield and becoming a sacrifice to strife is a fate worthy of pride. There is no pride in victory, and defeat is an even more disgraceful act that tarnishes Kremnos. The god told their ancestors, the filth of Kremnos must be washed clean in blood. Who is the loser who returned from the battlefield in shame? Who is the fly that accidentally flew into the mead of fresh blood? Who is the dirt on Kremnos that must be washed in the river of blood? Who has failed the duty of Nikador of strife? It is you, the Titankin that they created themselves. Your bloodlines are as noble as a gladiator's, raising their weapon high in victory. Your mission is as noble as the priest that pierces the belly and viscera of offerings. Yet you have failed your destiny. You were defeated in your ambush of the Akama army and returned vanquished. You have failed as an instrument of strife. You bring guilt on the citizens of Kremnos. Your broken body is capable of battle no more. The glory of Kremnos will smash your body that bears such shame and allow the hands of death to purify the stain on Kremnos. Children of Nikador, take your humiliated sister to the prison and have her await her fated punishment alongside her fellow coward. She makes no sound and she feels no pain. She knows she is the one to blame. As broken arrows are cast in rebirth, and fallen soldiers return to the earth, these are but the rules of fate. From the depths of the memory comes the clash of shackles. This is the past in the statue lady's memory, but where is she? Brother, you know why we must imprison our own kind alongside enemy soldiers? I don't want to sit and answer your brainless questions. Obviously it's because she was defeated in battle. It is more shameful than an enemy soldier that battled victoriously. Does that mean, brother, that if we are defeated in battle, we'll suffer the spear of Castrum Kremnos too? What are you so worried about? We're backline forces, and the front line is always going to be the scapegoat. Wait, someone is listening. I'm here to see someone. Intruder! Brother, we have to stop them! Wait, there's something not quite right about them. Perhaps they carry the blood of Nikador. Fourier philosopher... Oh. Fourier philosopher keenly senses the aura of strength emanating from your body. You have no idea that their god will be slain by you in the future. Have you seen sense? Wait, I don't think just us two can stop them. Why don't we just pretend we never saw them? Huh? Would that not make us deserters? Fool. If we're defeated, we'll end up locked up anyway. What's more, no one can unlock the prison gates without some form of divine power anyway. Let's get out of here. What's obstructing the entrance? A statue of the Strife Titankin presses against the cell door. Is it possible to move it? Unleash the spiraling trailblaze power. You ignite the energy within, channeling it through your arms, gathering strength enough to move mountains and rivers. It hasn't budged. Seems like you need more practice. You're helpless. I remember that the soldiers here rely on the divinity within the shrine to function. It seems none of the statues storing divinity are activated. The swords they're holding should be the medium for transmitting divinity. Let's see what happens when these big guys stick their swords in. Did I not do that before? Can't just do that from here. Okay, can't go that way, but I can go this way. Where I need to go. Into there. Oh, hello. Oh, hey. Thanks for the treasure chest. I needed that. Oh, it's back in place. Verify. Okay, how do I need the hand to break the things? And also to pick that up. Right. Send. Yeah. Put down. Now inhabits thing. Alright. Do I need to make a bridge anywhere? No, doesn't look like it. Great. And... did it. You don't have to show me the cutscene every time. But thanks, I guess. Wow. I did it. Oh. Oh, does that mean I have to fight? Oh, away he goes. Farewell. Alright. Whee. Oh, hey. I'll be right there.
はあ、これっぽっちじゃあ入場できないよ。幸運が富をもたらしてくれたよ。
Yeah, garbage. Hello. They all say that Castrum Kremnos is a rough and boorish land, but I see that's not the case. Not only did they bring a friend for us prisoners of war, this friend happens to be a beautiful young girl. I am not a friend. I am merely a failure that must swim the river of souls alongside you, as I was unable to send your entire army to its depths. Nor am I a young girl. My armor was simply cast in the shape of a girl. Great Minestia, this statue combines the fine physique of a woman with the finesse of sculpture. Your unyielding and tenacious beauty is reflected in your face. If you ask me, you're the most beautiful girl in this city. Sharp-tongued thieves, scoundrels, and failed bandits should not seek to insult a warrior of Castrum Kremnos with their wild ravings. You have so many nicknames for me, miss, but I would prefer you call me by my name, Paris. So this is the guy. Wait, who said that? Someone has broken in. You do not wear the armor of a Castrum Kremnos soldier. Who are you? I mean, I guess I came to rescue you too. Oh, felicitations! You opened the door that not even Yanis would. You are greater than Yanis themselves. You dishonorable coward. You wish to escape, do it alone. What? You battled so much that your brain got knocked silly. If you have a brain in there, that is. Have you not heard that they plan to make us sacrifices? Dice our bodies and cast them into the soul-melting golden blood to quell the rage of Nikador? So what? As a creation of Nikador, defeat is the greatest blasphemy against my father. It's only natural that I should cast my body into the waves of death to apologize for my failure. Are you serious? If they are the type to be appeased by seeing others diced and cast into a pot, would that not make them the Titan of cooking? Kremnos' famous hot pot. That actually sounds good. You dare insult Nikador within the walls of Castrum Kremnos? Guards, there's an intruder. Eris smashes his gauntlet against the Fury Archer's helmet, causing the already injured Titankin to pass out immediately. Oh no. We cannot decline an opportunity to live granted to us by fate, just as we cannot escape a failure fated by destiny. My friend, the stone statue is by no means light. I'll need you to help me lift her. The man lifts the body of the Fury Archer. Oh, he actually managed to lift the statue lady. He's so strong. I have to catch up to him. If they run into the guards, then we're in big trouble. Nothing else here that I need. Doesn't seem like it. Let me just do a quick once over of the room. Right, we're good. We got big trouble. The sacrifices to Nikador have escaped. How's that possible? The prison gates cannot be opened from inside. The Titankin can't walk anymore, so they can't have gone far. Hello? 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 I am here to rescue Paris. Shameless cowards, useless failures. In the name of Nikador, I will not allow you to step 1 foot outside Castrum Kremnos. Crap, oh crap. My friend, what do we do? You're still trying to escape. I see. It's only when a sacrifice's limbs have all been sliced off clean that these cowards will finally accept their fate. I cannot accept any of that. That's the spirit. That's not the tongue of a mere citizen. Take them out for us, hero. Stop right there. Outlanders that plundered the sacrifices to our lord. It will become seasonings in my father's honey brew. Oh, so he is the Titan of cooking. Well, you know... Only one... You know what? Fine. I'm not gonna use Robin's thing, though. Alright. Go, General. Didn't even need Lightning Lord. Isn't my partner amazing? You can say it. Wait, where did they go? Looks like they already ran off. This Paris guy knows nothing about loyalty. We still didn't get to ask him anything about Arcadia. Forget it. The memory fragrance is floating towards Akama. Let's continue following the memory. The first memory. The former Akama city gate after a victorious war. Oh, no. Oh, warrior who stole my life back from the hand of shadow. When will you return from the tides wrought by strife? Elder Onon. Oenone? Your wisdom is the stream that cleanses Dawn Cloud. Mustn't allow a speck of dust from outside the great city to infect the clarity of this pool. Captain, do not mock me. If it were not for the soldier who is yet to return, this pool would have long since been engulfed by the black tide. The soldiers who fought off the enemy have already returned triumphant. That Paris that you wait for is not yet returned, which means his fate is likely one of misfortune. Ah, that is so. How can I bring myself to return to Dawn Cloud and live my days in peace? If he fell on the sands of the battlefield, I shall resign my post as the Elder and spend the rest of my days before the city walls in remembrance of him. This obsession of yours. Not tell if you're crushed under the weights of Talenton or bound by the golden threads of Menestia. You. Captain, go and see who that is that approaches the city gate. It's Paris, my savior. Praise be the three titans of fate. Lady Onon. You're as ravishing as the day I met you. Captain Philok, your face is as overcast as ever. I see even victory cannot rid you of the melancholy in your heart. Paris. I see even Thanatos grew weary of your incessant ramblings and cast you out from the River of Souls themselves. Wait, you bring with you a spoil of war as an offering to Akama? No, she's an escapee of the Lance of Fury that deserves our mercy. Please, you must offer her shelter. Shelter? Preposterous! You know how many of our kind have died at the hands of these Titankin? Wait, Captain. The Throne of Worlds accepts all. Do not allow your hatred to blind you to the dawn above. By my name as the Elder, I will vouch for her. Bring her into the city. Elder, you must reconsider. Thank you, Elder Onon. Your kindness broadens even the heart of Kefali and crowns this holy city with even greater nobility. No need to thank me, Paris. If you had not saved my thread of fate from being cut off by the black tide, this kindness would have already been lost. Blib, blib, blib. You see, the person and subordinate who you protect has marched into the city hand in hand with the enemy. Your fathers and brothers could have just lost their lives to those very hands a few days ago. Soldiers risk our lives fighting to protect the elders, and they are tempted by lust and throw open the doors to our enemies. That's right. With the interference of the golden thread, even Talenton's scales becomes tilted. And direction from Yanis loses its way. From the depths of the memory comes the vibrant bustle of the marketplace. Paris must have already taken the statue lady into the city. Where will she be able to receive treatment, though? Oh, we have a little puzzle thing here, just for us? Surely not. Grand Craftsman, are you saying that you cannot repair her? can. Materials have not. Earthstones, golden blood of strife, seeds of reason. Nothing there is. Why are all those things derived from the Titans? Oh, how they rejoice at the suffering of mortals. Just give up. Do not further sully what little honor I have remaining. Let me give myself to my destiny in the underworld. Miss, your strength is fading. Do not waste it on pessimism. Let me think of a way. Friend Craftsman, what's this? Calculation tablet. Divine object. Oryx's it is. Unravel prophecy. Change time and space. Hard it is. Oh, I know this. This is Yanisopoulos' astrologer's favorite toy. This should be able to repair the holes in her body. Understand, you do not. Use it, you cannot. Hey. With a city as vast as Akuma, are you sure we can find no one that can make this thing spin? Disciple of RNX at your service. Ah, my savior from before. I never expected you would defeat the Titankin. I mean, I just knew you'd make it out alive. As you understand this thing, I must ask you for help once more. Fear not, Paris will not let your efforts be in vain again, and they will be greatly appreciated. I can't help but feel like this guy is shady. Whatever, let's help him for the statue lady's sake. Alright. What do we have here? This has to go here. Yeah. It did it. Oh. My savior, you're truly amazing. After all my years in Akuma, I cannot fathom that I knew not of a hero as both wise and strong as you. Live a few more centuries and you'll see. Why are you trying to save me? You'll have something I need one day. I knew you had ulterior motives. And what of you, soldier by the name of Paris? The divine declaration of Menestia states, one must not turn a blind eye as beauty dies. You understand what I mean, don't you, beautiful girl? You're exhausting. However, I have another reason. Your words and actions displease me. You chose not to fight back even in the face of an unfair execution. You did not even put up a struggle. I saved your life to prove to you. Destiny is something that can be defeated. Foolishness. Okay. Well, as we are in Akuma, a browse of Memorial Market would be far more entertaining than sitting around calling me foolish all day. I'll take you. You're gonna go on a date. A fruit shop. Didn't this woman say she doesn't know Paris? Or is it a different old lady? I don't know the difference. Hey, Granny Metanella. How's business? Heavens, young Paris, you're alive. I was all prepared to give offerings to Thanatos for your safe passage. Oh, then I thank you for your kindness. Seeing as I've returned alive, how about giving those offerings to me instead? Ah, fine, take them. Hold on, am I seeing things? Is that a Nikador Titankin behind you? Fear not, Granny. She is a guest of Akama. I see. My apologies. Welcome to Akama, dear guest. Do you not fear me? Ah, here in the land of Akama, we're under the protection of Kefali. There's nothing to fear here. I've never left this city in my life, so all I know of Castum Kremnos is what I've heard. Like how you live only to fight and do not farm the land. I imagine the only fruit you've ever tasted is what you've pillaged. You're in Akama now, so let me treat you to a feast. Would you care for an apple? Maybe a Mediterrana fig? I don't need it. You must not refuse her generosity. Your Granny Metanella is normally extremely stingy. But my race is built only for battle. We have no organs with which to feed. Ah, such a pity. Then how do you sustain yourselves? We are bathed in the golden blood of Nikador. We need no external objects to sustain ourselves. We feed only on strife. Get a load of this wretched Nikador, spending their days drowning in their sacramental wine while never giving their children mouths to sample the flavors of the world. Young Paris, when you finally defeat the Mad King, let us seal his mouth shut too. A coward like him would run for the hills when faced with Nikador. That's right, I'd have to run. If I die in the battlefield, I'll never get my chance to go to Arcadia. Arcadia? There it is, Arcadia! He's still obsessed with that idea. I need to sit you down for a good talking to. Ah, well, since our guest cannot partake of fruits, we'll take a look around another store. To the bookstore. Oh, this is a different person. Praise Circes, may you grant my descendants wisdom that their writings never grow cheap. Oh, Kalpe. Kalpe? Praying again. Paris, you're alive. Thank heavens I saved the new secret of the golden carpet here for you. Just a second, what is that you've brought with you? Hey, this is the guest of Akama. Don't be so rude. Oh, I apologize. I've only ever read of the Titankin of Strife in battle reports and stories. Got a little startled. So, this secret of the golden carpet you mentioned, does it say anything about Arcadia in it? There it is again. Arcadia. Will we get any information this time? It does not. I imagine I imagine writers have moved on to other interests. Nowadays, people want to read about the heroes of Chrysos heirs doing battle with the monsters of the Black Tide. This kind of utopian storyline has grown old now. They have no taste. Wait, I meant to ask. What is this Arcadia? You not read in Castrum Kremnos. Arcadia is a wonderland woven by Menestia. It was one of their gifts to Circes. Safe under the bindings of the golden thread, the lance of fury cannot pierce it, and the hand of shadow cannot touch it. It sounds like no more than a story created by those that fear strife and death. No, Arcadia definitely exists, because I hold in my hand a golden thread of rebirth from Arcadia itself. Oh, Paris produces a spindle from his robes, around which a number of golden threads glisten in the dawn light. Oh, I never expected you to reveal your treasure to others. Golden thread of rebirth. I once rescued a princess as she fled from the Black Tide. As her thanks, she gifted me this national treasure. Every day I can hear it whispering to me, calling me to go to a distant land. One day I will find this place. I'll escape this endless strife and ever-looming death and enjoy an eternal romance with the one I love. Who is this one you love? Surely it's not Lady Onon, the one that gifted you this treasure. Oh, gossip. Don't joke like that. If I had not saved her life, I would not even have the right to speak with her now. Rather than the elder that already enjoys the love of thousands, I'm more suited to another type of traveling companion. One that has never felt love before. One that has never understood the true meaning of romance. Having said these words, Paris turns to the Fourier archer with obvious admiration in his eyes. Be she an enemy or an outsider, I hope that I could become her romantic companion. That I could wind that perfect golden thread around her body and finally break the cold fate she once faced. Such a pointless and shallow topic. Continue indulging in your delusions as you please. I have more interest in the armor in that store over there. Wait, that's not armor, those are dresses. Ah, that girl. My savior, could you keep an eye on her? Please do not allow the guards to mistake her for an enemy and reduce her to rubble. Paris, I get you teasing the city girls with that sweet talk, but you really say those things to something like that? Descendants of Circes are far too narrow-minded. In the eyes of romance, all should be seen as equal. Okay, I don't know about all. There should be some restrictions to that. What is she looking at? Shh, there's this familiar scent nearby. The city of Alchema. There's so many butterflies here. They're nymphs. They're Titan kin like yourself. Aglaia! That's Aglaia from the past. She seems no different to how she is today. Probably because she's a Chrysos heir. How unusual. A soldier of the Lance of Fury browsing the Memorial Market is a rare sight indeed. Welcome to the Eternal City, guest from Krumnos. Thank you. You said these butterflies are Titankin. Which Titan are they descended from? Well, when it comes to butterflies, they are naturally descendants of Menestia. Legend has it that Menestia longed for the love of Circes, but their love was unrequited. They died with a sense of deep regret. Feeling great pity, Thanatos cast those that had lost their lives to love into a cocoon of romance, allowed them to be reborn as golden butterflies. These were the resulting Titankin. They now work hard for the love of their beloved god. They trace the trail of romance and collect love to heal Circes for Menestia's sake. The people here praise Menestia for their unconditional love. Turns out she's no more than a foolish deity caught in a one-sided infatuation. That is because you look at romance through the eyes of reason. It is an existence that one cannot explain. If you ask me, immersing oneself in a fantasy and forcing that onto another person is no more than acting out a self-produced tragedy. Such a selfish romance is no more than strife that one suffers alone. Perhaps you are right. Many of the things that bring romance into our lives are in fact so unremarkable they are almost crude. However, this is something that those who have fallen in love struggle to realize for themselves. They see a swamp as a sweet spring, and rough twine as a golden thread. But, like parasites, the larvae of romance dwell in the hearts of all. We know not when they will metamorphose into butterflies and change our perception from clarity to bedazzlement. This is the blessing that Monestia grants to all, though it may also be a curse. It's almost the parting hour, girl. Come on. Is that your friend calling you? Farewell. I pray that the golden thread will not hinder your footsteps. Girl. What do you think? Isn't life in the Holy City much happier than the life of constant fighting of Castrum Kremnos? It is, but I feel pity for this happiness that you feel. The strife of the outside world prepares to break through your city walls. Your citizens are immersed in a false sense of peace. Enjoy this tranquility without any shame at all. Compared to the bloodthirsty lions bred by the Lance of Fury, you are no more than a flock of sheep coddled by the love of Kefali. But it is this right to enjoy tranquility that brings the people of Akama together. Your pride of lions has already abandoned you. Why not wrap yourself in the wool of a sheep and enjoy the happiness of a flock for yourself? I'll take your silence as tacit consent. My savior, I will bid you farewell. I must go and find a bed that can sleep a Titankin. I have a question for you. Oh, please tell me, savior. I'll tell you all that I know. Just where on earth is Arcadia? How would I know? If I knew that, I wouldn't linger 1 second longer in Akama. My entire life till this moment has been no more than making preparations for a journey I've yet to begin. I joined the army to earn money, I've gathered information. Next, I must find someone willing to travel by my side. Once my preparations are complete, I'll make sure I repay you for this kindness. Believe me. We still don't know where Arcadia is. Paris really make it there in the future? The memory scent is growing more and more unusual. We'll need to go into the more recent past to see. A second memory. Within the old Akama, a soldier is lost in the flow of time. Perhaps the lack of battle meant I also felt the flow of time less acutely. But my days in Akama have flown by like an arrow. The people of the city have accepted me, and the soldiers that once abducted me became my companions. They constantly affronted me with something that I could not properly describe. It was something that I had never felt in my hometown. A type of kindness. However, in the face of these emotions, I felt my stone body becoming more and more hollow, as if the warmth of this kindness was evaporating my golden blood of strife away. The idol born for war had fled the battlefield, their fate deviates from course, and the ship's trajectory is no longer followed. Passengers' souls become lost in remorse. When I fight on the battlefield, I need not beg for the willow sprig of Circes, nor drive away the flying insects of Monestia. My worries find solace in the blood and sand, and the call of the horn guides me forward. But in this holy city, the spring water of Memorial Palace has washed clean all the blood and sand. The song of dawn cloud silences the horns. Standing under a clear sky, I instead find that I can see nothing at all. Girl, where are you? I finally found you. The palace's month of joy celebration is so lively, but why are you hiding here alone? I've never attended a ritual like this, and I do not understand your customs. I fear that my presence would ruin your enjoyment. Oh, great chalice of plenty. The most important thing during the festival of Fagosa is to not observe any etiquette. Come, even if you don't have the tongue to savor honey mead with me, listen to the songs of celebration and laughter with me. Very well. And I shall allow an unbridled man such as yourself to show me the joy of indulgence. If the noise that you bring me can fill this void, I would not resist sinking into the bottomless cup. Ah, nameless creation. You once raised high your bow of fury and marched on step by step, launching arrows deep into your enemies' chests. Oh, the glory you gained, all of it now in vain. From the depths of the memory emerge the sounds of a lively party. Praise Fagosa! Whoa! They're having a party. And he's dancing. And his legs are clipping through his cloth. Because it wasn't meant for this. I see. That's it. You're such a great dancer, Paris. No matter how great I dance, it is the one that you have all seen before. However, we have a rare guest here today that may be able to show us a new dance like no other. Miss, come, dance with me. Me? Come on, it's not difficult. Just move your body to the rhythm. Don't be shy. Let us see the dance of Castrum Kremnos. Hey now, you're not still so attached to your past that you cannot do Akama the honor of a dance, are you? Ah. Fine, I'll try. Not bad at all. You call that dancing? Wait, girl, look out! Onyo. Oh no, that's not good. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. The sound of the statue shattering to the ground brought the entire atmosphere to dead silence. As the laughter faded, the bubbling of whispers began. That was carved from the sacred rock of Darius. She smashed it like it was nothing. That's right. I was just standing next to her. If she had fallen on me, I'd have been sent straight to Thanatos, would I not? Right, this thing was created only for war. Might have even killed our kin. Why should we allow something like that to come to our celebration? Such fickle inclusivity. Hey, what are you saying? Everyone, do not insult our guest. This Titankin, this lady is a guest of Akama. Do not bring your prejudices into this city of acceptance. Captain, the bodies of Titankin and mortals are not the same. It's allowing her to frolic here freely, not endangering the lives of the citizens. You have a point. Did you hear that, Paris? Should not have brought her here. Alright, we'll go. Not like there's nowhere else in Marmorial Palace for us to enjoy ourselves. Hold on. She's one of us now. She must obey our laws. The Memorial Palace is a gift to us from Fagosa, and the precious property of Akama. According to law, the garrison must detain any criminal that damages this place and place them into the court for sentencing. Huh? Surely it's not that serious. Forget she's a guest of Elder Onon. Are you saying that, as a guest of the Elder, she's above the checks and balances of Talenton? He's right. You think an outsider being above the laws of our holy city is justifiable? That's right, take her for sentencing. Judge her for this damage to Akama alongside the past offenses she has committed against our people. Oh boy. Do you see the will of the people? Do not use your personal affairs to interfere with the justice of this land any longer. That is, unless you can restore this damaged item to its previous glory. I may be able to fix it. Oh, also, hello, Julian. You're right. He can fix it with Ornyx's prayer. My savior, it's been a while. I had no idea you were at the celebration, too. Stranger, do not allow your drunken revelry to speak nonsense for you. How would you possibly restore these fragments? This hero can enter Castrum Kremnos as they please and wield the divine power of Ornyx. They would never deceive you. My savior, quickly, show them your talents. Got it. Whoa, look, I'm so talented. I did it. Be good as new. Let us fight no more. We would not want to cause a scene in front of our guest. Power of Ornyx. Very well. As a capable hero has stepped in to help, I'll take this matter no further. However, I would ask you still to leave this place for the safety of our citizens. You're more suited to dancing on the battlefield than at a banquet. Captain, how could you say such things? No, he is right. As an envoy of strife and your former enemy, I should not be here to disturb your celebrations. Farewell. Oh. Miss, wait. Paris, you wait right there. Ever since that Titankin came to Akama, you've grown even more undisciplined. Do not forget that you're also a member of the Holy City's garrison. There will come a day when you'll have to fight to the death against your kind to protect Akama. Cannot help but wonder, if you were on the battlefield now, could you swing your blade at something with her face? What is he saying? Surely Paris and that Titankin aren't. I'd always heard that guy was a playboy, so he's into that stuff too. I do not know. To this day I have never had the courage to face Titankin enemies. What I do know is that this Titankin is no longer our enemy. You should not use your words as weapons against her. Oh, chrysalis of gold, weave your silk over the eyes of my fellow no longer. How can someone as blind as him hope to face the approaching strife? Oh, optional, speak to Philok. Hello. The elders and the soldiers no longer hold the safety of the city's people most dear. They have prioritized their useless sentiments. If we all continue this way, how could we hope to fight against the impending threat? How are we supposed to beg Menestia and their threads to protect us from their weapons? Okay, let me take a sip, because this has been a lot of talking so far. Alright, Paris. Savior, did you see where the Titankin girl went? I think... Well, if she went outside, we're already outside. There's only so far she can go in this scene. No, that's... I didn't. I'm sure the captain's words just now really hurt her. Savior, please help me find her. Imagine she must be near the market. Where could she be? If I were her, I might look for a place with open views. I wonder where she is. Truly a mystery. Whee! Titankin girl who they decided to not give a name. For whatever reason. Could have easily just given you one, but... The Fury Archer sits alone, staring at Kefali in the distance. Her carved stone face shows no emotions at all. Can I help you? Paris is looking for you. He just doesn't give up. I'm indeed thinking about what that captain said, but I'm not sad. I'm thinking about whether what he said is true. Humans are different to us. Hephaly has bestowed you with infinite possibilities. Your bodies can be used for any kind of work. You can worship any titan you choose, and you can do whatever it is you please. But we titankin are not the same. My body is created for strife. I cannot taste food, dance with men, or create future generations. If it were not for Circeus' power overflowing into the world, I would not even have the right to thought or language. Perhaps I should return to the battlefield. It's the only way that I can truly know who I am. A warrior that does not even have a name. That is my fate. Girl, how is it that you're still speaking of fate? If the chains of fate were truly unbreakable, he would have long since been reduced to gravel and cast from Kremnos. Paris. What is there to fear about fate? The titan that bears the scales is themselves confused. The titan that pulls the curtain is blind, and the titan that guides the way is lost. You're no more than 3 blind mice that guide the strings of fate. Huh. You cower on the battlefield, yet wield the courage to curse the gods of fate. I believe this courage of yours is misplaced. The gods would never pierce my heart with their blade personally, unlike the warriors of Castrum Kremnos. What's more, they cannot find it in themselves to assist their most devoted disciples. You think they have time to address a rambling mortal like me? This is true. That the titans on their golden thrones are no more than insignificant ants. So why not curse them with me? Come and vent your dissatisfaction with the arrogance of fate. No, the puppy. That's so mean to Memems right there. I think the scale puzzle is fine, so... No, Yanis's mechanisms are boring. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but our savior has led by example. It's your turn. If the 3 titans could hear me, I would rather they answer the doubts in my heart than curse their existence. They will not answer my questions. All they would do is whisper paradoxical prophecies into the ether. They're as cold as the very fate that they control. Beings that flaunt their responsibilities like that are no more than a bunch of penis. Whatness? That was the language of the Titans. I'm sure they understand. A specific slur against Titans? That's so cool. Teach me. No, a mortal tongue cannot pronounce our language. Hey, now. Don't underestimate a human's ability to learn. All nulls. You dummy. That statue lady seems much happier now. I'm happy for her. But it looks like we still haven't found enough information on Arcadia. We need to take these memories forward a little more. Another memory? How many memories are there? A long time later, oh. Listen now. Listen now. It comes from afar. You know this sound. It is strife. It has come. The clashing of blades sounds like singing, a chorus of flesh cleaved from bone. With strife comes death. I hear that countless warriors have died before the holy city. Their blood flows like a stream, almost summoning the river of souls to earth. Child of war, why do you turn a blind eye? Join in the battle. It matters not for what side. No, I hung up my bow long ago. I am now an ordinary woman of Akama. Over the years, Paris taught me the tranquility and happiness to be found in human life. I learned forging under the ground craftsman. I crafted silver jewelry for myself and a sword for Paris. But what you wish to forge the most is a murderous weapon. A bow and arrows that can take away life. You even put in a fuller in the sword to give to Paris so it can kill better. I learned to cook from Master Kalpe's books. I can create dishes that humans love and prepare delicious recipes for my Paris. Oh. But you must come alive the most in the moments when you're slaughtering livestock, and your favorite scent is that of raw blood on the chopping block. I also learned how to embroider from Granny Metanella, or dresses for myself and tapestries for Paris. The tapestry shows the people of Akama breathing their last, with those from Castrum Kremnos wielding the bronze weapons. The countless bloody battles that Akama suffered under Nikador's rule, all because of you, have been woven to life in the tapestries forevermore. You want to fight. You want to kill. You want to draw your arrows and shatter helmets and armor, making them bloom red flowers as heads shatter. Go on to the strife and trample the weak bodies into mud that stains the white marble brick. Beneath the beautiful sounds of clopping flesh and cutting bones go toward the strife. Fear, hate, crying out, mountains of bodies burning all around you, entrails and limbs of the defeated, and the sacrifice go to the strife. I want... Child of strife, do you wish to... You go to battle? No, I don't want to fight. And I believe that you had become a citizen of Akama. I knew it was wrong to place any hope in you. Captain of Akama. The moment of reckoning has come for the Holy City. Sabani, Adian, Alflunk, the vassal states of Akama have been reduced to scorched earth one by one. Now the Lance of Fury points its tip at the city gates. A being born for war refuses to fight to protect the city. Could it be that you can't bear to fight with your past relatives? Perhaps you don't dare face the might of your creator. Or maybe there's someone in the city that you cannot leave. Whatever the reason, I must tell you, that man you cannot bear to part with is about to step onto the battlefield. What? The military orders have been released. As a young man that is fit to fight, he has a duty to protect the sacred city, even if it costs his life. This is his fate, and he should be proud of it. Listen, hear the sound of wailing from the front of the city gate. Wives call for their husbands and their elderly mothers, mothers scream for their children. Just hear how they suffer. And you bow before the throne of Kefali with your stone face. Your motionless expression has almost a smile in its place. Go to the battlefield. I'm with Paris. Maybe... Oh, from the depths of the memory arises a sorrow lament. This memory tastes weird. What is Paris doing over here? Yeah, what happened to you going to war? Oh, Monastia, please grant me a romantic miracle. What's wrong? Ah, my savior, it has been far too long. You always appear when I need you most. I cannot help but feel that fate is always watching out for me. I'm sure you're aware that Akama is in grave danger. As the forces of Castrum Kremnos have made it to the city gate, now we have to mobilize the guards of the city garrison to battle. The enemy forces are attacking with the revelation of Nikador. I fear any soldier that faced them will meet a grim fate. But I don't want to die. You're truly useless. My savior, it is not that I do not love the city that raised me. It's just that I have a dream that I've not yet completed. I have still not seen Arcadia. I don't want to enter the River of Souls without ever having laid eyes on it. So let them say what they will about me. Traitor, deserter, coward. My duty, my responsibility, and my mission, I will happily abandon them all. But I must reach that place. I've already prepared my bags for my escape. But before I go, there's someone that I hope would accompany me. You know who that is, right? The Titankin, right? I want to leave with her. Even if we die on our path, we can fly into the hands of Thanatos together on the wings of romance. We can become butterflies and fly to that place together. Savior, this love of mine has always relied on your assistance. In my heart, you are like an embodiment of Menestia herself. Now I will confess my love and wishes to her. Please bear witness and give me your blessings and strength. This is the last favor I will ask of you. You have my blessings. Go for it. Thank you, Savior. I'll go now. I pray that you can bring me good fortune once more. Oh boy. Let's see how this goes. Eris, I hear are planning to go to the battlefield. Is that true? Ah, so you already knew. I did. I've already made my decision. Wonderful. Then let's run away together, fight together, side by side. Oh? What? Wait, side by side? No, no, no. Are you joking? I'll die on the battlefield. But I'll protect you. I'll abandon Castrum, Kremenos, and Nikador and give all my power to Akuma. Use it as you please. I'll become your greatest ally and share the weight of your duty and mission. Let us guard. That's enough, girl. Duty? Mission? I don't care about those things. Castrum, Kremenos, and Akuma can disappear into the River of Souls with them for all I care. Girl, you're the only person that I care about in this entire city. No one else matters. Will you go with me? I hesitate no more. Let us go in search of Arcadia. We can escape strife and death and live a life of eternal romance. You can continue crafting jewelry, cooking delicious meals, and weaving beautiful tapestries. Your new life that you discovered in Akuma. You can continue it there. We were never meant to be allies in battle. Our relationship is something more important, something more romantic. Alright, then let's go. Felicitations, my Akuma dream has finally come true. Eris pulled out the spindle from his chest pocket and wrapped a section of the thread around the ring on his finger. He hesitated for a second, and proceeded to hand his most precious golden thread to the Titankin before him. Come, girl, hold this. It is long enough to stretch outside the city. It is too obvious if we make our move together. Use the chaos of the attack to slip out of the city first. In half an hour, I'll follow the golden thread to find you. Following the golden thread to locate the person you're fated for. It's just like the fable of Menestia. Don't you think it's romantic? Yes, it is. Isn't it? Let's leave quickly while the hour of curtainfall is still with us and most people are still sleeping. I'll come and find you soon. Romance. I'll never understand it. Paris. Oh, felicitations, my savior. This all went so smoothly thanks to you bearing witness. Why did that seem a little off to me? She's always been the shy type, you know this. My savior, you don't wish to fight to the death with Nikador here either, do you? Why not come with us, so that we can look after each other along the way? You're going to Arcadia now, right? Let's go with him. Flee Akuma. Why is she still in the city? Girl, what is the meaning of this? Paris, help us. It can't be. Did you do this to the captain? Paris, what are you saying? This Titankin is... Look out! Right. Go, General. Go, General, again. We did sit. Yeah. Thank the heavens you're here, Savior. But how did the soldiers of Castrum Kremenos get into the city? Isn't it obvious? This is all your fault. My fault? You allowed that wicked creature to step foot out inside Akuma. You caused the city guards to lose their vigilance around Titankin. Now she's joined the team outside the gates to attack Akuma. This is the creature that you saved. See how your kindness is repaid with vengeance and betrayal. That girl, how could... We made a promise. Captain, we can settle blame later. Your wounds are severe. Please, save your words. I must say this. Before Thanatos descends, I curse you two vile bastards. You and your romance, your love. It is us that have sustained it with our blood and sacrifice. Now I have to pay with my life to protect you, blind fools. I curse you. Never gain Nianus's guidance. Never gain Oryx's guidance. To face stern judgment at the hands of Talenton. May you never lay eyes on your god-forsaken Monastia. Captain collapses in a pool of fresh blood. His chest once heaving with rage, now still. Oh. Captain! Captain! Elder, he has been taken by the hand of Shadow. Was this our fault? This is only happening because we allowed the Titankin of Strife to enter the city. Calm down. No, that's not true. This is all fate's fault. It is fate that caused us to show kindness and mercy to the wrong person. It was fate that brought this dire ending to onto the captain. What? But how are we supposed to cast judgment on fate? The Titan that presides over judgment also sits atop its throne. Elder Onon, I'm sorry. I cannot take part in this judgment. I must go. Someone is waiting for me outside the city. You're going to desert us. You're going to flee with that Titankin that is attacking our city as we speak. Paris, you must not allow yourself to be bewitched by this bringer of calamity any longer. I've already allowed you to make one mistake. I cannot allow you to continue. But If you side with her, you'll forever bear her sins. You'll become a villain, hated by the people of Akuma for eternity. But furthermore, the garrison guards will all place the death of Phelok on both your heads. They may even bring you back to Akuma and see that you receive the most brutal of judgment. But if I don't have her, who else will help me escape my terrifying duties and responsibilities? Who will believe my stories and go in search of Arcadia with me? Me. Eris, my hero, I'm here for you. Why would you give the golden thread to a vile, evil creature like that and not return it to its original owner? With my influence, you can be spared from the battlefield and kept far away from the nightmares of strife. Let us escape to Dawncloud and spend our days in peace under the protection of Kefali. Then, when the black tide falls and strife has been defeated, we can ride in our grand carriage as nobles and go in search of our city of romance. Arcadia. That's right, Arcadia. The golden thread is my witness. It is a land known to the people of my hometown. I can help you find it. A homewrecker knows when to strike. How dare you slander me like that? I am the original owner of the golden thread. Am I not far more suitable to accompany him than that monster? Savior, I think Onon is right. I cannot take this risk. What if she really betrayed me? A normal man. Am I not as frail as an ant before the Titankin? I cannot die. I cannot die. Exactly. Phelok would not lie to me. That girl, the Fury Archer's battle instincts must have been awakened by her kin. She must have chosen to return to the forces of Castrum Kremnos. She's betrayed me. To fall in love with a woman from a rival city and abandon everything as I flee. This is the kind of romance I read in my stories, and that's how I became obsessed. Eris, make a decision quickly. The guards are coming. I cannot help clear the name of a soldier who attempts desertion. I cannot bear the blame of betrayal. Unknown, my lady, come and aid me. Fear not, Paris. I'll keep you away from the bringer of catastrophe and help you find the land of your dreams. Forget that liar, okay? Thank you, Anon. Thank you for saving me. Surrounded by the sounds of the fighting outside the city, the two embrace as if wrapped in an unseeable cocoon. They stand beside the corpse of the captain, his eyes open past the precipice of death. Smiles on their faces are forced as fear devours any joy in their eyes. Though their faces are beautiful, there is something distorted about this image. Partner, the memory here is starting to fade. The statue lady doesn't know what happens after this, so we cannot investigate any further. However, what this does mean is that everything that happened here, she knew it was coming. On the outskirts of Akuma, the soldiers wander in doomed madness. Listen now. Listen, quick, listen. There's a familiar voice in your soul. It is strife. Strife has come. The golden blood you are gifted begins to stew, and the fated desire boils up within you. Will you respond to the call of your soul and throw your body into the strife? Will you hold on to this golden thread and escape into the distance ahead? I don't know. Both of these paths are my fate. One is my strife, and the other is his romance. The roar of your instincts deafens you on the battlefield, so you still opt to fire the arrow of strife that you wield. Your first prey is your very own kin. On the Kremnos army's front line, he gives you a salute, yet you shoot through his heart. Your second prey is your own family. He climbs the walls under the cover of night to feast on the dead. You take your aim and shatter his head. Number 3, number 4, number 5. You ceaselessly hurt your own kin without stopping for rest. Your bow never aimed at any citizen of Akama. It's the thin golden thread that still guides my hand. I will not allow my arrowheads to pierce that fragile romance. You wait and help the garrison of Akama fight off a whole wave of assaults. The man you would travel with never comes. You wish to return to the city. The garrison guards greet you as an enemy. As your body is covered in wounds dealt by both the army of the Holy City and that of Kremnos, you search for the kin that missed his appointment in a battlefield bereft of kin. Paris. The girl. The Fury Archer's battle instincts must have been awakened by her kin. She must have chosen to return to the forces of Captain Castrum Kremnos. She's betrayed me. That's right, you're a traitor. You betrayed Castrum Kremnos and your family. And you set to abandon the holy city that saved you. You're exactly the traitor they made you. You're not, Paris. I will protect you. I'll keep you away from that bringer of catastrophe and help you find the land of your dreams. That's right. You bring calamity, and you've caused Akama to fall. The city was kind to you, but you brought strife on them all. Let me cut this golden thread on my arm. I cannot have the traitor following us. Now the thread is cut. Your hands will never again hold silver trinkets, kitchenware, or tapestries. All that remains are arrows and weaponry. Now there are no more choices open for me. Only one path of fate remains. Go to the strife. That moment on, I've been into a long dream. In my dream, I'm a malnourished, starving lion. Not think about anything but hunting for food. So I hunt, devour, and kill endlessly. I feel the biological sensation of hunger for the first time, so I swallow silver jewelry, cooking stoves, unfinished tapestries, until I see the ring with the broken thread around it once more. I come to my senses in the wastelands under the black tide. The man wearing the ring lies on the ground as my arrows guide the hand of Thanatos to claim his soul. The woman who traveled with him abandoned him. Their extravagant carriage, decked with flowers, sped away from his corpse without ever turning back. To this day, I still do not understand what this romance is that he spoke of. The divine works in mysterious ways. They care not for what a mortal man prays. An expectation is impossible for one to make real. When we know not where we're going, our path is revealed. This is how it ends. Oh. Archer lady. Stole me. As the lingering echoes of the memory fade, you return to the smoke-filled streets of Castrum Kremnos. You've never found Arcadia, and Paris will never return, yet the nameless Titankin still lies before you, murmuring. This story, it ended differently to how I imagined. Paris. As the Titankin's speech grows weaker, you bring your ear closer, hoping to hear her final words. Arcadia. Arcadia. Where could it be? The Titankin of Strife utters nothing more. She falls completely still, as if she had become a real statue. Partner, a memory. It's disappeared. Having lost her life, the Titankin's body is no different from a pile of rubble. You know that before long, the blood-stained winds of Castrum Kremnos will whip up the surrounding gravel and reduce it to dust, carrying it far into the distance. Perhaps the land that this dust will be carried to is the true Arcadia. The Circes know that place. Luminestia await them there. You do not know. All that you can hear is the echoing war drums of Nikador. At you, lady. Your memory, you'll never forget it. She's dead. No, perhaps death doesn't even exist for her. She's merely returned to an eternal slumber, a place untouched by romance or conflict.
暇だし、何かゲームでもしようか。
I'm back. Lady Aglaia, please wait a moment. The hero from afar has already set forth. Ah, they have returned already. Hero, did you recover the treasure? This treasure truly is precious. Thank you for your hard work, dear guest. I'd never expected that this task would have fallen to you. Aglaia takes the offering from your hand and closes her eyes as she feels across every golden thread on the spindle. Captain Iason, I have unfortunate news. What is it? Seeing the look in our dear guest's eyes just now, I fear this object may carry some special meaning. It could be that this object was considered extremely precious to someone before. However, if you are to judge it through the eyes of reason, it has neither divinity nor value. It is no more than a simple and unremarkable dyed thread. And though it speaks not to another one's ear, I can hear it loud and clear. Beauty is in the beholder's eyes, and only those who believe it will see it shine. Threads of romance in the golden cocoon, a mystery known to only those attuned. Huh. Oh. Need to find Iason? There's someone who is roaming, and I thought it was this. I guess not. Oh, maybe it's that one. Which also has big guy. Hello. Do you have what I need? No, which one of you is the one I can talk to? Please, I need my readable. Where is it? And then I need to go to... Oh wait, I don't want to go to the Abyss of Fate. I have made a mistake. Send me back. Oh, is that him? Yes. You. Hello. Yep, Has Arkle, Aldromas, and Akamara good friends, and he's given them all names. Exactly, Asterion, Euphemus, Castor, Pollux, and the mightiest of them all, Heracles. Huh. Things aren't as calm as they used to be. If you need to move anything... Okay, yep. What rare stuff do you have? Feel free to pick out anything that catches your eye. Got it. I need... What is... I mean, I guess I'll buy one. I can eat the feed? Or I'll buy one. Sure. Wait, aren't you supposed to have...
あんたも大地獣が好きなのか？ならもう友達だな。
Right. I seem well versed in dromas. Asterian's been on quite the journey. Okay. He has agoraphobia? Okay. Neophamus. Close comrade of Asterian's mightiest droma after Heracles. A 4 crates packed with rubber ducks. Rubber ducks? Dr. Ratio? It's popped open the screen. Castor and Pollux are a pair of young dromuses. I see. There's a pitch. Through the chrysalis of Gold's grace, we present you a rare pair of twin dromuses, Castor and Pollux. Hailing from Darius, these two boast impressive teamwork and confidence, much like two chrysosairs gearing up for their heroic fate. Heracles, he's not just the strongest and smartest. No dromuses here could outshine him. I see. Ah, he's penned the epic. That's what I needed. Thank you. Finally have that readable. Alright. Which means... I believe Aglaia is up in the bath. And I have to go do hers. Actually, do I have to? Aha. I need to touch this. What does this do? It's all of them here. Aww. Finon, has the latest batch of refugees been admitted into the city? Lady Tribby, the refugees have already been settled. I hope that the Holy City can heal their fatigued minds and bodies. Which city was it this time? Idilia. The city of books that worships Circes. Those insane Titankin almost turned the city upside down. All of their books were burned too. It seems that the matter of reclaiming the core flame of Nikedor is urgent. We must reach a verdict on who will bear the core flame of the Lance of Fury. Aglaia, you must understand that all I want is to extinguish the long-tainted soul of my clan's gods with my own two hands. As for the core flame, make arrangements as you see fitting. I see your concerns only stretches as far as yourself, Maide. There's no need for humility among warriors. When we are faced with Nikedor, we should use our strength to seize the core flame. Or are you saying that you're scared? Perhaps you think that your skill in battle is no match for mine, and you have no choice but to ask for mercy in advance. Don't make me laugh. The Kremnoan dictionary does not contain the word scared. As for a battle of strength, you're welcome to try me right now. Stop fighting! Stop fighting! We don't know where Castrum Kremnos has drifted to. Where are we supposed to go in search of Nikedor? Lady Aglaia, we have another matter besides the looming threat of Nikedor. We've lost contact with another distant city. Cass, are you saying that it was not the work of Nikador? No matter how ruthless Nikador is, there's no way they could raise an entire city in an instant without leaving a single survivor. I understand. I'll send Cypher to take a look if she's willing. For now, we shall have to sit and watch for any developments from inside Akuma. The golden thread grows tighter by the day, yet waves of life can be felt from time to time. I fear something big is about to happen. Right, Aglaya, let me read this text you sent me, like, a month ago. Esteemed guest, are you near the Dromus's workshop? Seems a commotion has broken out there. You think you can go and take a look? Can't get away at the moment. Leave it to me. I guess easy peasy lemon squeezy. Thank you. I'll leave you to it. Right, please refrain from mentioning my name. Thank you, esteemed guest. Where to shall we go? I see. Well, it looks like I could have gotten that treasure this entire time. And I didn't know, because I thought it was just going to make a cutscene happen if I walked up to Aglaya. Citizens, we have seen it too. It was this Outlander. Oh, my beloved boss man would exhibit such major mood swings, refusing to receive guests for days on end. It is the trickery of this Outlander. Slander. I only petted it lightly. Who knew your Dromuses could be so timid? Hump, lightly? My Dromuses are sacred beasts blessed by Jarios. They are nigh priceless. Like Bossman here, it loses its appetite when it's frightened. Without food, it won't have strength to carry people. And if it doesn't work, I'll lose that much more money in a day. And look at these beautiful scales. They're a little shabby, but... when did this scratch appear? You must have done this with your grubby fingers. Huh? That was already there to begin with. Stop making excuses. No one else touched it besides you that day. You'll pay for my losses. Hello? What happened? Oh, look who's here. Even the hero who fought alongside the Crisis Heir stands with me. Justice does lie in the hearts of people. In recent times, Bossman has been unusually lazy. I noticed something amiss and personally stood guard by its cage. Guess who I caught red-handed? This Outlander. Should come here on time every day, get close to Bossman and pinch it violently. My heart bleeds for its abuse. I was massaging it. I noticed something off with its behavior, surmised that it was overworked, and wanted to ease its pain. An owner like you, working your beasts of burden to the bone without a day off. Even mountain dwellers would be hard-pressed to keep up. How we rear livestock in Akuma will not be dictated by an ignorant outlander such as you. Are you disrespecting our customs? That's right. I don't know much about Dromuses, but this outlander is overstepping his boundaries. Yeah, that one might even be another remnant of Zagreus' worshippers. Look at them sneaking about. Hear that? According to our laws, you now have two choices. Resolve this with compensation, or I'll see you in civilian court. Huh? But I have no money. Don't blame me, then. We're the guards. It's time to earn your keep. That's a little overboard, isn't it? Overboard? I'm in the wrong for seeking compensation from a criminal? Lord Lilidor, or Liluder, you're mistaken. This lad's words may have been candid, but the reasoning is sound. The conflict gradually reaches a breaking point. Oh, who was this? And who are you? Socteries. Just an ordinary geriatric. Lord Lilidor, I reckon you must have knowledge of the matter. From your confident poise. I have a few questions regarding these pack beasts. Not only the dromuses, I also know my merchandise like the back of my hand. Ask away. As the guardian of these dromuses, what is the most commonly known characteristic of Darius? Need you even ask? It's earnest hardship, tenacity, and a thick hide. Then, how should dromuses, blessed by Darius, be manifested? In the same way, obviously. On this note, everyone may be asking a question. If this dromaster were blessed by a titan, how could such a tough creature have a scratch on its scales? I shall hazard a guess at this. When the city was attacked, the Mad King's kin wrought destruction along the streets, causing damage to many dromuses. Scars on its scales are a testament to its glory. But as a servant of the earth, mud covered its scar, preventing anyone from noticing. Till that gentleman gave it a massage, causing the mud on its scales to be kneaded off, and thus was the scar revealed. Huh, how ludicrous. You think your outrageous rhetoric will acquit him of having to compensate me? If you didn't like that, there are other theories as well. That the Stromus wasn't blessed at all and is just unusually frail. Or the scar wasn't even made by that gentleman to begin with. I believe Lord Lilidor is most aware of the truth. Feel free to choose your explanation, no matter which one it may be. You... Fine, I'm not pursuing this matter today. Just don't let me catch that outlander doing anything funny. This conflict was resolved way too quickly. Crowd is engrossed in gossipy discourse, some lauding the geezer's glibness, others sorry to see the drama end so soon. Ah, mister, thank you so much. Alright, you run along quickly. Don't give anyone else a reason to speak ill of you, even if you did nothing wrong. The flustered outlander expresses profuse appreciation. Oh, I guess I'll never know. Don't be in such a hurry to leave, young friend. I still have something to say. So who exactly are you? My name is Socteries, the most witless geezer in Akama, and the most devoted seeker of knowledge. Your support for the Outlander left a deep impression on me. Kind souls are rare in most cities. I merely did what I had to. You flatter me. Looks like you're a habitual altruist. I believe it necessary for us to have a deeper conversation. This former Eternal City has always been generous in opening its doors to outsiders. But as the black tide encroaches, the goodwill in people's hearts may slowly give way to misgivings. It is a long story. We should look for a place to speak about this more comfortably. About Memorial Palace's baths. I'm a privileged patron there. If you don't mind, I'll go run a bath first. You can take a look around. The citizens are still mulling over what just happened. You might hear something of interest. Listen to the citizens. Okay. A bakery boss? Why did this matter have a happy ending? Will fill up the hole of boredom within me now. Have you considered joining a tavern? What's that? A place where Fagosa's disciples congregate. I'm not interested. I just want to see Outlanders make a fool of themselves. Some among them like to test the law's patience. Take me, for example. I have a bakery. It doesn't earn much most days, but I can make ends meet. Started about 2 weeks ago. There would be Outlanders standing by the entrance when I closed up, hoping that I would offer any unsold bread to them. I didn't think much of it at first, but the people who could afford them caught wind of this, and also came by to take advantage of my kindness. Everyone ended up wanting free bread, and my business suffered. Doesn't sound like the Outlanders were at fault. Are they not? If they hadn't started the trend, Akamans wouldn't have learned to be so greedy. Outrageous. Can't these guys just find a job and pay for their own bread? Bah, what are these Outlanders doing, being so hardworking? Even willing to work for the Dromuses free of charge. Being hardworking is a bad thing? It may be a virtue to citizens, but with the Outlanders showing up, it spelled nothing but trouble. There weren't many Outlanders who came to the Holy City in the past. So the Council of Elders agreed to let them enter in batches. But who would have thought that these ruffians were so exceptional? They had only 2 conditions while working for a job. Or looking for a job, food and lodging. You didn't even have to pay for their work. No business owner in their right mind would want to hire any locals with such affordable staff. I can't work for no pay. That is true. Right. The people should be banding together to protect their own rights. That's another long story. Anyway, the Council of Elders is already discussing the Outlander problem. We can wait for official word before acting. That old man sure has a silver tongue. It's not the first time Leeladur has tried to make things difficult for Outlanders. Well, that backfired on him this time. When the next drawing of lots ends, he'll probably still be struggling for a while. That'll be a funny sight to see then. Drawing lots? What lots? To enter the city. The Holy City has taken in many people, and accommodation and other resources are limited, especially after Nikador's attack. We can't turn them away, of course, so if the Outlanders wish to enter the city, they'll have to draw lots to qualify. But Lady Tribby brought back a group of Yanis priests some days ago, and they didn't have to draw lots to enter the city. Talented individuals are a precious commodity in times of need. The situation in the city is complicated. Everyone seems to have their fair share of arguments. The citizens are locked in their bickering, and the Council of Elders will likely reserve judgment for now. A word of advice. Learning to think for yourself is essential. Just like me. Okay, well, let me go here. The bath bowl's huge. Where is that old man's bath? It's somewhere, but I need to get something else to drink. Because my drink's about to run out. So, one moment. Alright, I'm back. Let's go find Socteries.
こっちに来て遊ばないのか?
It's you, young friend. Come on down, the water's just right. Only a hot bath will satisfy me. A bath is all about knowing your limits. Thrills aren't my strong suit at my age. Please bear with me for a moment. Entered the bath. As he said, the temperature's just right. Do we just sit in the bath, fully clothed? Where should I begin? Oh, we start with you. I hear that Nikador's brethren were running rampant in the city when you first arrived in Akuma. Before that attack happened, an occasional outlander seeking refuge would come here for shelter. Their cities had been razed to the ground and they could not survive long in the wasteland. And now, the number of refugees seeking protection in the holy city is rising. Because you defeated Nikador and made the journey to Akuma that much safer. Resources during disasters are scarce, and Akuma can't take in too many outlanders. Welcoming everyone will only plunge the city into chaos. Right now, most of these outlanders have been situated in a shelter far away from the city walls. The conditions are much better than the wastelands, with the city guards protecting the place, but it will never grant them a sense of security akin to their homes. So, the Council of Elders came up with a temporary solution to allow only a small number of outlanders into the city, decided by drawing lots. This method may be unfair to those who object, because the Council has rigged the process to select the useful ones. Strong men who have mastery over special skills and proficiency in heavy labor stand the highest chances, while old folk with children in tow the lowest, even if they require more assistance. How about no one gets allowed in then? That's most fair. Some radicals do think this way, saying that Akuma should not accept any outlanders at all. But if that were the case, we would be solitary in our stand against the black tide. Maide and Finon are foreign as well. Akuma's resources are limited, but there is enough to aid most of the outlanders. The real question is, are we willing to pay the price? If a group of strangers was starving at the gates, and they could live with a mouthful of food, Akuma would be more than capable of saving them, but you and I would have one fewer bite. One fewer bite of an apple, for example. I like apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Then, are you willing to relinquish an apple on your table in exchange for a stranger's survival? Well, because it's like, if it was just apples being given up, sure. But if I only eat apples and I give up all my apples, then that's bad. Yeah, for now we'll just assume I have extra apples. Plus my regular food. I'd be willing to forgo any number of apples to save a life. Ah, a most noble answer. Many have possessed a precious kind soul. But we cannot force all the citizens to make the same choice. The answers to this question incurred further discord. The city's people are locked in verbal conflict to this day. How I see it, at least, is that Akamo should be tolerant. Even if we can't save everyone, we should embrace kindness and provide resources for others to live on. Because the true resource is people. A city without her people is like a vessel without fine brew, unable to stand steadfast to violent gales. Yes? Maybe? I don't know, I reserve judgment. Who knows? I fear only Ornyx's miracle may be able to provide an answer. During your loud discourse, a youngster has... Oh. Master, what are you doing here? I had such a hard time finding you. I have news for you. Oh, it's you, Paladin. I will have the good news first. Unfortunately, I only have bad tidings. An Outlander group arrived at the city gates not long ago. They did not attempt to enter the city, their course set directly for the Abyss of Fate instead. Their circumstances are unknown right now. Zoctorius is silent for a moment, as if contemplating a conundrum that his student threw his way. The Abyss of Fate? Isn't it extremely dangerous there? Why did they not head for the Council of Elders shelter? I don't know. Perhaps they have a conflict of faith with Akama, like that priest of Noldus. You're here, young friend. How about we survey the situation personally? Why'd I trouble you to come with us? I'm happy to help. You're most forthright. I must treat you to a meal when we return to Akama. I'm ready, Master. Let us set off. Into the Abyss of Fate. Okay. What are they doing out here? Oh. Well, that's not good. Master, look, those things. And though expected, the Mad Kingskin are admittedly resilient. Paladin, you stay in a safe place. Young friend, I'll be counting on you to watch my back. Will do. Master, you knew martial arts all along? No, I simply seized the chance to rally those refugees so they would keep calm. Ah, get away from me, monsters. Now. It's just these ones. Bonk. Alright. Go, General. Pew. We did it. Master, these people, they're not doing well. Some were already injured before we got here. Indeed. And from the looks of them, they haven't had a proper meal for a while. Who's in charge here? Here. A woman holding a child emerges from the crowd. Thank you all so much, especially this gray-haired hero. Oh, how can we ever repay you? That can wait. Why didn't you go to the Holy City's designated shelter? There are sentries garrisoned there. It's much safer than here. Shelter? Guards? I overheard the guards before, talking about some Dromus workshop incident, drawing lots, resource allocation and whatnot. I didn't dare ask them to clarify. I think the burden on the Holy City is already heavy enough. Even if we begged the guards to let us in, it would only add to their troubles. In the end, it would just lead to an unpleasant situation. If that's the case, we might as well look for a nearby place to rest our feet, to see if we could fend for ourselves. Who would have thought? Mama, will we die? No, baby. It won't happen as long as Mama's around. But Uncle Anthony and Sister Aisha, they really look like they're going to die. My tummy is hungry too. Didn't you say that we'd have something to eat once we got to the Holy City? Mama, when will we get there? I'm sorry, darling. Sorry. The woman crouches and holds her child tight, tears silently streaming down the corners of her eyes. Dr. Reese softly clears his throat and pulls you to the side. Anyone who just suffered so much hardship would find it difficult to keep their emotions in check. Let's give that mother and child some space. The Outlander situation is much worse than I imagined. If we keep turning a blind eye, they'll let Bess survive for a week. That is, if they aren't attacked by wild beasts first. Such is the tragedy of life. Yeah, but it's like, we can't save everyone. That's the thing, it's just like, at a certain point you just don't have the resources to help everyone. But we can at least help those in front of us, can't we? I already have an idea. The Holy City shelter is only a half-day trek away from the city's walls. There are guards there, so it'll be safer. It's just that the way these refugees are now, getting there would be difficult. They haven't much food to begin with. That last attack has left them in urgent need of medical supplies. We can provide them with these two for now. When their wounded are healed, we can escort them to the shelter. But, teacher, all medicine is now considered wartime supplies in Akama. Distribution is under strict control. Most people won't even be able to buy any. I know. I'll think of a way, at least to guarantee their survival. The good news is food isn't strictly regulated. You can easily get enough food to feed these people for a week at the memorial market. So I suggest we split up. Paladin and I will secure the medicine, while our young friend buys some food back, after which we will reconvene here. Hey, do I really need to come along? I was thinking of doing the procurement with this gray-haired hero. I need a helper. Remember my instructions last month? I'm getting old, and there are many things that I need help for. If there comes a day when I haven't the strength to walk a step further, you'll have to take my mantle and carry on guiding the people of Akama. As you wish, teacher. Well then, before we set out, is there anything our young friend wants to say? Oh, leave it to me. Thank you, young friend. I really appreciate you accompanying me on my errands. When this is all over, I have to thank you in earnest. But didn't you say you were going to treat him to a meal? Don't forget my share. Then we'll meet later, gray-haired hero. Alright. To the market. Let me buy some food.
暇だし、何かゲームでもしようか。
Many food stalls varying in price and quality. Local specialties. I want a crate of food. Creative food? That means I'll just have to flaunt my reserve stock then. Don't worry, the food here is Akama's finest. Even if it's not, it's still pretty up there. Helpers carry several ceramic vases containing food. As he said, they look delicious. Lush fruit and vegetables in a platter, aromatic soup fresh from the oven, fine brew emanating intoxicating fragrance. Each and every item is world-class and made with culinary intricacy. 8,000 balance coins. Alright. The shop's quality is top-notch, and its price reflects that. If I want to give the Outlanders something sumptuous, that would be a fine choice. Let me take another look around. What do you have? Oh yeah, don't you have fruits? I want to create a fruit. Food. Quandary. This won't vex me at all, just wait a while. Several large baskets. Okay. Oh. Mediocrity. Oh no. 4,000 balance coins. A middling option. So this budding merchant, is it gonna be cheap, but also like cheap looking? The shopkeeper appears to have popped up overnight, since you don't remember seeing her at the market. Vivia's little shop. Alright, do you have a crate of food? A dusty wooden crate. Shriveled vegetables. Okay. From which grave did you dig that crate up? Could you? I spent all that effort searching for it. Only 2,000. No, I'll get them the good food. They can have the nice food. I'll take it. Ah, yes, if you don't mind me asking, why are you buying so much food? Take a guess. Something feels off. No matter, it's nothing to do with me. But you must remember to lie back in your chair and eat them in order. Okay. Oh. Hello. I have brought you food. Mama, when will we reach the holy city? I want to eat baked apple pie. Soon. We're almost there. This is for you. How about a thank you? For us, could you have... Hand over the ceramic vases, and the food in them is exquisite. Such a bountiful spread. Is this really for us? I'm not dreaming, am I? Mama, apple pie! It's the big apple pie that I want. Silly child. There's plenty of food more delicious than baked apple pie in here. Why fuss over a pie? Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're a hero and savior. I'll give them out to our companions right now. We will definitely repay this favor. We have no money now. But if you ever have need of us, just give us the word. We'll be more than happy to help. Darling, say thank you to this kind man. Thank you, kind man. The girl grabs the biggest and freshest apple pie in one of the vases and thrusts it into your hands with a smile. Mister, you should have the biggest one. If you don't mind, how about having a meal with us? While everyone revels in their joy, a figure hurriedly rushes over. Mother and child tactfully excuse themselves. Grave news, hero. Master, Catch your breath first. Alright, I'm calm. You have to listen carefully. At the beginning, Master said he had a way to get the medicine. I had to be the one to transport it out of the city. He directed me to an alley and told me to return to take the medicine from him when a quint had passed. There was still some time, so I decided to find something to eat. But when I was done, it was almost action hour. I dashed out of the shop and headed towards the alley. I didn't get far before I saw Master walking with 3 guards. He wasn't cuffed, but I knew from his expression that he wasn't with them out of choice. I tailed the guards and found they had detained Master on the upper levels of Memorial Palace. There were a lot of people there and I couldn't get close, so I hurried back to discuss a plan with you. Oh, yes, I did find the medicine in that alley after that. It was a curious turn of events. You weren't discovered. I'm pretty sure I wasn't. I wouldn't have been able to return otherwise. It was fortunate that Master distracted the guards when he had the chance. You're the hero who fought along the Chrysos heirs. Please, you have to explain Master's case to them. I'm sure the guards will listen. That said, he takes out the medicine pouch and goes to treat people. Socrates has been captured. A misunderstanding's not beyond possibility, but it'd be better if I asked him in person. Litton said he's being detained on the upper floors of Marmorial Palace, so he shouldn't be hard to find. Alright. Before we go, let's take a look. There he goes. He's treating them. Let him go. Right. What a strange place it needs me to go.
暇だし、何かゲームでもしようか。
Look, the chimeras. Ow. Oh. Hold it. What are you doing? Is Socrates here? It's the Outlander hero who fought alongside the two Chrysos heirs. My apologies. I can bend the rules for a short visit for an esteemed guest. I'll inform you when time's up. Hello. Just staring at a plant. This room's layout is quite cozy. There are no bars nor restraining devices. A modicum of respect has been left for whoever gets detained here. You're here, young friend. Socrates' eyes are somewhat avoidant, as if he is reluctant to have you see him in this state. Alaton said you were caught by the guards. He wasn't lying. As for the reason I was caught, even if I said nothing, I'm sure you can guess the gist of it. To help the Outlanders secure medicine, I slipped into the Holy City's supply warehouse. It is theft. I understand very well that I was committing a crime. As for how it ended, it was simply my just desserts. Or I guess just deserts, because they misspelled it. As to whether it was worth it, my only regret is that I didn't manage to transport more medicine out of the city into the hands of those who need it. I'm sorry for disappointing you. I may have to renege on that promise to treat you to a meal. There must have been a better way. Of course. As an onlooker, we can always find myriad reasons to convince ourselves that a better idea would surface if we just waited a while longer. Those who need help can't wait, neither could I. I'm an old man. I don't have the luxury of time nor patience. Was there a need to go this far? You're not the only one with this question. As a citizen, why did I risk everything to help a bunch of strangers? Because I, too, hope that in my time of need, someone will lend me a hand. A sage once said, if you want someone to be kind to you, you must first be kind to others. I think this is most appropriate here. Of course, there are always people who think they'll never find themselves in hardship. Except, who can ensure that Akama city walls will stand tall forever? What are you going to do now? According to the Holy City's laws, they will make me stand trial. There's a high chance they won't be lenient. The price must be paid for doing the right thing, even more so for an ambiguously moral act like mine conducted to sate my own savior complex. I'm fully ready to accept its consequences. Before the final moment arrives, my only wish is to eat another apple. Apple? Yes, apples are my favorite food. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's a pity we didn't get to know each other better. Otherwise I would surely discuss the wonderful flavor of apples with you, along with many other matters. That reminds me, that girl in the abyss gave me an apple. Should I give it to him? Yeah. Oh, you actually have an apple on you. I thought she gave me a pie. I guess I misread that. This is one of the 10 essential secrecies among sages. You learn fast. Thank you. I'll have no regrets now. He gleefully crunches down on the apple. When he's halfway through eating, the cell guard walks in. Visiting time is over. Outlander heroes, time to leave. What fate is in store for him? That is not up to me to decide. The public court will handle him. According to Socrates, he trespassed on the Holy City's warehouse, all to help a group of wounded outlanders. We have already dispatched people to investigate. This may affect his sentencing. The trial will be held at the Catholi Plaza in 3 days. We also invite you to attend, to witness the justice of the Holy City's law. Oh, 3 days later. Woo! Alright, fellow citizens, order. I am Elder Etro from Dawncloud, priest of Talenton. I am presiding over this trial, representing the will of the Council of Elders. The reason we are gathered here today is that the dearly respected public speaker, Socrates, trespassed on the Holy City's warehouse and committed theft. According to law, theft is a crime punishable by imprisonment. But in light of the motive of this case, it cannot be so easily judged based on precedent. So, as per the tradition that we uphold, we have opened up the public court, for everyone present to be the judge. May Talenton's justice be with us. The citizens' applause rise in a crescendo in response to this opening, till the elder gestures for the clapping to cease. The controversy in this case lies in the fact that Socrates risked his own well-being to help a group of wounded outlanders. However, is this enough reason for his sentence to be reduced, or even acquitted? To my right is the prosecution's representative and owner of the warehouse, the wealthy Lilidor. Oh no. He believes that the punishment should be harsh, to prevent future supplies from leaving the city. My left is the defendant's representative and student of the accused, Scholar Paladin. He believes that the sentence should be light, considering the actions of the accused did indeed save many lives. Both parties have submitted their documents. Before the trial starts, do any citizens present have any questions? As the sinner, I request to say a few words to everyone present. Hey, old fart. You were caught red-handed and you're still trying to charm your way out of this? Villager, Socrates has the right to speak. Thank you, Elder Etro. Socrates clears his throat, his eyes mirroring Adromus ensnared in swampy mud. When such a creature is on the verge of death, its eyes are not one of wrath, but wet with tears. In the golden age long past, we were once divided as city-states, separate from one another. In the warring age not so long past, we once again divided ourselves as city-states, which became the reason for our battles. I'm sure everyone is very familiar with this stretch of history. But the Black Tide does not discriminate between cities. In its eyes, we are all humans, insignificant existences. In the present day, there are no other cities left, their names that which we are oh so familiar scattered to the winds. Which is why, in reality, Outlanders don't exist. Which city do they hail from? The question posed before us is merely about whether we want to help a group of people who need it. As for my crime, precious time need not be spent on it. I can accept the punishment, but I only hope that everyone will take this chance to discuss the current question with clarity. What stance exactly does the Holy City take with the underprivileged? Where exactly are we leading this eternal city? That's all. I thank Elder Etro again for this chance. Now then, before the trial starts, do any citizens present have any questions? I'm curious, how does our gray-haired guest view the situation? As the hero who fought alongside the Crisis heirs, your thoughts may be of crucial import. Oh boy. During the turmoil that occurred at the Dromus' workshop, I chose to support the Outlander and thus gained Socrates' appreciation. Later, Socrates invited me to discuss. I professed my sympathies towards the Outlanders at the bath in the Memorial Palace. After that, we once again met in the Abyss. The Outlanders who needed aid. There I bought the Outlanders some luxurious meals. From what I did, I think my standpoint is pretty obvious. You raise your head, meeting Socrates' gaze of respite, as if saying, "Young friend, stay true to your heart." Like, here's the thing. It's like, in all of those decisions, I supported the Outlanders. But me, in this moment, I would maintain neutrality. Because I like laws that are fair and just. And I don't know if it's my place as an Outlander to question their laws or even like weigh in on this trial. Hum. You know, I just don't like Leelador. I'm gonna support Paladin. That's my reasoning. I support Scholar Paladin's point. Mistakes incurred from saving lives should not be solely judged as a crime. I once saw those Outlanders with my own eyes, and they were indeed in dire danger. If not for Socrates' securing medicine for them, the consequences would have been unimaginable. In light of this reason, I believe that the sentencing should be reduced, because he still did commit a crime. Because he did steal. So, reduced. Master wasn't wrong about you at all. Oh no, time for a debate. Great, Harry, you're supposed to be an Outlander hero who must have something grandiose to say before the people. I never figured you for a jabbering troublemaker. Representative Leelador, if you have any objections, please respond to him without content. As everyone knows, theft is a crime, let alone selling regulated goods to Outlanders. How can this be considered a benevolent act? There should be another charge slapped on top of his crime. If it were up to me, I would have Socrates executed. That'll set an example for other potential criminals. Leelador, this is not a place to pursue personal vengeance. Everyone knows you've always hated Master, all because he thwarted your petty attempt to frame the Outlanders. I only have Akuma's interests at heart. Otherwise, by the next entry hour, the Holy City's warehouse would have been plundered clean. So many people present, maybe I should try to appeal to the public's emotions. He stood to gain nothing. Oh no. Is that true? Because gaining nothing, it benefited the Outlanders. but like of these four things, it makes the most sense. He stood to gain nothing from his axe. Selling to outlanders? Those outlanders were penniless. He would have done much better fencing the food to you instead. You may have gotten rich unscrupulously, but the fact is that you are rich. According to the city guard's findings, there was no evidence of any monetary transaction. I'll ask the prosecution not to make any frivolous assumptions. Let us change the subject then. I'll take a step back and assert this. If Socrates was really overcome with compassion, unwilling to further witness the Outlander's plight, why did he not use his own assets? Even if he donated his entire fortune, that would be his personal freedom to do so. But he should not have taken property that belongs to the people. Akima's property is only for the people of Akima. Right? How do you define an Akiman? You mean an Akiman is determined the moment they are born? If the first time you open your eyes you aren't within city walls, you'll never have a chance to join the holy city. Don't forget, the Chrysos heirs who saved the city contain outlanders. You do not undermine my gratitude for the heroes. Warrior Maide is the crown prince of Castrum Kremnos, and Warrior Phainon is the destined deliverer. The contributions they have made to Akima, not even 10,000 outlanders can dream of garnering. It may seem that Leelader's words are true, but it's nothing but a strawman argument that has attracted disdainful stares from the onlookers. Everyone knows the Holy City's resources are limited. They can't be expended unnecessarily. Factories gave our wealth to outlanders. That will surely impact the living standards of our citizens. In the war against the Black Tide, mercy is a useless quality. To safeguard our lives, we must not show mercy to Socrates and his outlander friends. Do not mistake the enemy's identity. That's true. Because the enemy's the Black Tide, not the Outlanders. Oh, well. I mean, the Outlanders are enemies too. We should be united with them against external threats. Send off the Black Tide together. The Outlanders did not attack the city, but they also did not partake in its defense. Akima survived because of their citizens, right? On hearing that they might be taken advantage of by outsiders, the present crowd gets riled up. They hoot and holler in support of Leelader, oblivious to the fact that they might just be the ones reaping said blessings. But I still won, though. So, you know, as the final syllable drops, Elder Etro stretches out his hand and halts Leelader's subsequent elaboration. The citizens recall the exchange that just happened, fervor still pulsing through them. But before realizing it, you've replaced Paladin as the defense attorney and garnered more support. Well, the discussion has concluded. Everyone please cast your vote. Before we conclude, may I add a few words? Aglaya. Hello, Elder Etro. I think I'm not too late. Aglaya's appearance spurs the spectators once more. Few civil cases can catch the attention of the Chrysos heirs. Everyone's earlier discussions have been conveyed to me through golden threads riding the winds. At such a critical time, instead of arguing over whether the holes in a garment are right or wrong, perhaps we should consider how we should mend them instead. Failing to punish Socrates, it will be unjust to the people and the law. But if the punishment is too harsh, it'll cause the holy city to be seen as cold and tyrannical. Therefore, to strike a fair balance between the two, the best choice is... com community service. Our honored guest has offered some good ideas. Following his thoughts, I would like to offer a compromise to the citizens. Doctors shall be exempt from imprisonment. As an alternative, he will be assigned to work at a refugee shelter as a form of exile. Additionally, he will have to personally bear the cost of replenishing the medical supplies. To some citizens, such punishment might be more daunting than spending time in prison, but there's no need to worry about others following suit. That's all I have to add. Everyone, please begin voting. Please hold. Lady Glea, I still have a question. How do you intend to deal with that bunch of outlanders? A faint smile crosses Aglaea's face, as if she has been anticipating this question all along. The fate of the outlanders does not lie with me nor the Council of Elders, but with the citizens. If you support them, offer a helping hand. If you oppose them, speak directly. Even if you are not connected by golden threads, expressing one's mind shouldn't be too hard. Just like this old one, the stance is clear. His actions have indeed made an impact. Some have benefited, while others have faced punishment. If every citizen was like him, with the clash of wisdom and will, a clear path would emerge. Now, it's time to declare your stance. Please continue, Elder Etro. Then, citizens, please raise your hand to vote. Finally, 60% of the votes support Socrates' exile. The guards escort the old man away. Both he and his student quickly pack their belongings and leave the holy city. The citizens at the plaza start to scatter, with people digesting what just happened. In what direction should this city head towards? No one seems to have the answer. At the very least, heads towards tomorrow. Hi, Aglaia. I heard your entire speech, honored guest. Perhaps you're more suited to be in the debate arena than I imagined. But participating in such a debate has its risks. Public opinion is like an open flame. No one can predict where it will be directed. What happened to the Outlanders? The guards of the Holy City escorted all the Outlanders who could be found. Of course, they were not brought within the city walls, but to the shelter. This is the greatest mercy I can offer. And what's your view? Oh, I thought I expressed it quite clearly in court. So some words cannot be exposed to the light of day. The resources of the Holy City are limited. This truth cannot be changed by our attitudes. Kuma can't help everyone. As long as the threat of the Black Tide exists for another day, this tragedy will not cease. Hence, we have to hunt down all of the core flames. Okay. Indeed, honored guest. We still have much to do. Farewell. Thanks, Aglaia. Well, looks like I still have the Tribby quest to do eventually, but I have other things that I need to do tonight, so won't be able to do that. Also, that's where my day is if you ever need to find him. Look at that nerd. Oh, you can actually have him translate one of the readables too. In case you're wondering how to do that, you just bring it to him and he'll do it for you. So, what a silly guy. Let's go walk up there to him. And I still have to do like all of the golden scapegoats because I just haven't done some of them. Whee! Hi, my day. Get him. He's coming out soon. Soon-ish. Is what right now it's like 12 days. 12 days, then we get Trippy. And then however long after that we'll get My Day. And I do plan on polling for him. I believe I should have... Yeah, I have enough polls to guarantee him. Hopefully I don't have to use all of them, but I have enough to guarantee him. And we should be getting more polls and stuff for it, so... Because I need to pull for Anaxa too, because he got announced. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yes, for now, that is all we're going to be doing for tonight. So, thank you for coming out. Hope you enjoyed me reading through these 2 side quests. And I hope to see you next time when I do the Trippy one. Hopefully that one's... Well, actually, I don't know if I want that one to be long or not. Yeah, that is all we're doing for tonight. Hope to see you next time. Bye for now.